Don't try this at home. How many times were we told that as kids, teenagers, watching action movies and daredevil stunts? Please, please, please don't try this in your mother's home. Well, why is that funny? Because what happens when you tell a kid not to do something? They think of 101 ways to do it, right? And you wouldn't, right? You're adults. If I told you not to do something, there's no way you'd do it. Or you like me, where that childlike energy still lives in here. It sees the world without boundaries, sees the world with its untapped potential. If I'm telling you don't try this at home, how many things that you used to do outside are you now trying at home? Don't worry, I'm not calling you out. I'm calling you in. I do it too. I happily swapped out the, oh my gosh, how are you? It's so good to see you, in aisle 7 of the supermarket for a delivery to my door. Oh, I would rather learn your favorite color, your last name, and your playlist through the swipe of my finger. Oh, remote jobs? Oh, the creme de la creme. Let me earn a salary from bid, please. In the last 4 years, due to the pandemic, the increased digitization of the communication in our world, we've lived our lives inside. Now, to forces that we couldn't control. However, we've now been living under a question. And this question, funnily enough, is the underlying tone to all viral content we see online. This question rules our life now. And the question is, can I make it at home? We use that question to measure out the experiences and the activities. Can I make it at home? Because if I can, there's no way I'm leaving home. Even worse, we're using that question to measure our own ability, our own potential. Can I make it at home? We've been told our whole lives, think outside the box. And we've been living in it. For how long? Oh, I don't want to bump into that person at the restaurant. I'll just buy the cookbook from the cook. Easy. Oh, salary from home? Oh, I can make $1 million from my keyboard? Oh, chuck the business in there. Dating? Finding intimacy in someone's eyes? Oh, get out of it. Chuck it in the box. Therapy. The one thing we use to understand what we're capable of, to understand our potential? In the box. Why not? I created it after all. Kia ora koutou. I'm Kai, and I created an app that young New Zealanders use as therapy from home. Home for me is Kaitaia, small town in the far, far north district. And even though it's got a small town, it's got a big heart. I love my hometown. It's made me who I am today, standing here in front of you. And I love it because it gave me so many unique experiences. These unique experiences shaped me. And there was one that I realized was a little bit more general. When I was younger, at school, I lost friends to suicide while we were at school. I could stand here and tell you the names, I could tell you the stories. But instead, I'll share with you a common theme. I heard at funerals, I heard at tangis. Wasted potential. What a waste of potential. When I was 16, that hurt me. You can imagine how I feel standing here saying that same thing. It's an array of emotions. I would leave Kii after high school and I'd come to the city. When I came to the city, I made some friends, I met some peers. And it turns out that unique experience that I had in school was a lot more general in my generation. We would go on to collect stories. We would go on to listen to young people, interview them about their stories, what they thought their life story was, how they felt, and the stories we collected. These stories went on to create the platform that we have today. We co-created it with young people so that they felt safe and secure while journaling. Now, anybody that started a business will tell you it comes with some roadblocks. I can tell you how many licensed social workers, government officials, investors, mental health professionals, all coming to me and saying, how are you going to get young people to talk about their mental health? How are you going to get young men to open up about their feelings? Oh, and the answer was never more simple. Have you asked? Or are you coming at it with the mentality of the don't try this at home, pushing the boundaries in front of them? We personally wanted to co-create, allow these young people to draw up their own vision of what made them feel safe, what made them feel heard. And with that, we went global. The project was able to understand how young people were feeling, not just through COVID-19, not just through increased periods of isolation, but also through the most beautiful moments of their life. We made it so that young people would understand their potential. Another roadblock came internally. I'll never forget this email. Like it's printed on my eyelids, I'll never forget it. This app saved my life. I was on a 7-month wait list for a therapist. This is my therapy at home. And my brain went, it's not what we made it for. We wanted you to get out of your comfort zone. We wanted you to escape. We wanted you to find what you were capable of, and why are you doing it in your comfort zone? And then I stopped. And the childlike energy in me said, yes, yes. Another young person understands their potential. Another young person understands what they're capable of, and they haven't even left their comfort zone. They haven't even left their homes. And what does that mean for my home? The Far North District is going through something really special at the moment. In the last 3 years, we have a 7.8 population increase. Now, I know for you in the city, 7.8% isn't a lot, because you guys got the bus seats and the water pipes to handle it, right? Of course. Of course. But for my community, that's a make or break. It could break us, because if these people remain insular, if these people try all these things at home, and they don't contribute to the community, they don't share their stories, the youth will have nothing to look up to. The youth will see the world shrink and the boundaries be put around them. And it can make us, because look at us. I was that 16-year-old in Kii, and look where I am today, standing in front of you. Look to your left. Look to your right. Look at the potential around you. When we made the journaling platform, we wanted young people to understand what they were capable of. I didn't want another young person to hear what I heard at the funerals of wasted potential. And through the roadblocks, through people telling us what was impossible, through people putting boundaries and rules against us, I let that childlike energy drive it. And it worked out. So when you're asking yourself, can I make it at home? course you can. But never forget, you'll feel comfortable at home. You'll never find out what you're capable of until you go outside. And outside, they need you. The youth need you. We need you to represent the impossible, not the boundaries. We need you to represent the world in its untapped potential of all it's capable of. I needed you when I was 16, and I need you more than ever today to be the person they talk about when they tell kids, don't try this at home.